Good morning. I'm here in Colorado today, and I just came to a lake called Manitou Lake Park. The park opens at 7 a.m., so I got up here a little bit early, but the cool thing was there's wetlands above the lake, and I watched a moose for the last 35-40 minutes, so it was awesome. But take a look at this lake. It is freaking beautiful, and there's nobody out here right now, so I do already see some fish jumping over here. So look at the mountains in the background. Oh my gosh. I think that's Pikes Peak, but I'm not sure. So I will double check and add a note if it's something different. Geese, red-winged blackbirds, and just the mist running off the lake. All right, let's give it a few casts and see if we can catch some trout. A lot of little fish in here. They're hitting it like crazy. It's hard to hook them. I think they're just so small, they're hard to, not able to get the hook of their mouth. I'm throwing a silver and orange spoon right now. It's about 32 degrees right now. It's freaking cold. Oops, there's another fish. How are they not hooking themselves? I don't understand. Beautiful rainbow trout. Oh, there he goes, back in the water. They're wild little jumpers, that's for sure. Alright, well, this orange and silver spoon is getting a bite about every cast, but not hooking them every time, but getting a lot of bites. I think a lot of them are smaller. See what happens now that the sun came out. Another stalker rainbow. I think that's about what all these are, but alright, let's get them back in the water. Well, so far this little lake, Manitou Lake, has been pretty fun. There's a ton of little stalker rainbow trout in here. I'm catching one about every other cast, but catching them on an orange and silver spoon. Look at the beauty of this place. It is absolutely amazing. I'm walking along this boardwalk and go see the what the other side of the lake looks like, just for something different. I only have about 3 hours to spend up here, but it is, what is today? Today's like May, let me look at my watch here. It is May 18th. Oh yeah, happy birthday to my in-laws. It's their birthday today. They both have the same birthday, about 5 years apart, I believe, but pretty awesome. When I got here, it was about 32 degrees, I think. Beautiful red-winged blackbird up there. It's like a wetlands back here. It's beautiful. Hopefully this boardwalk goes across to the other side. See the pelicans out there in the middle. Bunch of white pelicans. There's a goose right here. Yeah, this is just so neat. You see the parking lot back on that other side. There's restrooms and it looks like a bunch of picnic tables. And the fee to get in was $11, and there is a credit card machine. I was worried about that, so I brought cash, but it actually was a credit card machine, so that was cool. Great blue heron flying off the lake. All right, as I'm walking around here to this other side, try to find a place I can actually cast, but so far I've used a Z-Ray, silver and with red dot Z-Ray. Got a few hits on it, but never really hooked one. I don't know if it's a little bit big for them. And now I'm throwing an orange and silver spoon, and they're definitely liking that. We'll see if I catch as many on this side. If not, I'll go back to the other side. But I want to check out the entire lake while I'm here. Another heron. A lot of fish jumping out in front of me here, but can't get to the water because of all the cattails. Pretty fun. I'm using my lightweight ugly stick with 4-pound test line on it. It's working pretty good. I might end up all the way back at the dam before I find a place that I can fish. It looks like maybe. Oh, yeah, there's an opening here. Let's see if we can catch something here. Small opening, but opening. Got to get right away. That was crazy. Here he is. Got him right away. There he is. And there he goes. The camera fell down on that first cast, but I caught a little rainbow. So let's see if we can catch one on the second cast. Last time he hit it literally right when it hit the water. There he is again. Barely hit the water. Oh, he's still there. Little tiny Stockton trout. They're fun to catch. Little Stocker rainbow. Out of the water. Here he goes. This would be a blast of a place to bring kids. There are so many fish. fish. Trout's a good fish. Much better fish. Okay. Really big. Ooh, yeah, he's a good fish. Big jump. Yeah, there's a good sized fish. Nice rainbow there. That was definitely a better fish. That was cool. Alright, well, I was just about to cast out that orange and silver spoon again, and I noticed that one of the hooks was actually broken off, so I pulled out a different spoon. It's got all 3 hooks, and it's just straight silver, so let's see what it does. First cast with the silver spoon now. This is just the spoon that they like, not necessarily silver wishes. That's another one of the good ones. Better one, yeah. Alright, there he goes. There he is again. First cast. Or second cast. That's funny. A little bit smaller, but still. Alright, I think I'm gonna put on something different just for fun. I'm gonna try probably try Kastmaster. See what happens with that. Alright, gonna give a straight silver Kastmaster a try. I think this is the smallest Kastmaster they make. Little one. Oh, apparently they do not like Kastmasters, so I'm gonna go to a spoon. I'm gonna try a different color spoon, I think, just for fun. Alright, let's try a blue and white spoon. Blue and white spoon. Alright, switch back to straight silver and see what happens. Alright, got straight silver spoon back on again. Let's see if we get a bite. There he is. Oh yeah. Nice rainbow. I don't know what it is about this silver spoon, but I tried 2 different other lures and nothing in this silver spoon. Every cast they've hit it. I'll see if I can remember exactly which brand this was, and I'll link it in the description. Another decent one. All right, I'm gonna move over here by the dam. Looks like there's another spot here that where you could cast if you wanted to on this side of the lake, but I'm gonna try off the dam. It looks like it might be a little deeper over there. See what happens. There's so many birds out here. Like a marshy sanctuary is pretty awesome. It's like a good little place. Definitely deeper. And let's go a little bit farther. A little trail along the edge of the dam here, and then there's obviously the top of the dam where you can walk pretty easily. So lots of broke off bobbers in here. I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign, but I see fish jumping right here, so let's try right here. Maybe the biggest one I've caught today. Easy catch and release. That was a nice one. Fish. Oh, there. There we go. Looks like they have a bridge over the dam. We can hear water flowing out of the bottom of the dam. So, guess the snow's still melting. There's no snowpack. Imagine right here at this little area, probably be pretty dang good too, but like say a little fishing dock thing out there. If somebody needed to maybe have wheelchair accessibility or something, roll right out there and fish right off the fishing dock. I think I'm gonna call it a day, so thanks for joining me here at Manitou Lake Park. It's about 40 minutes outside of Colorado Springs. If you get a chance to come up here, it's beautiful. There's tons of wildlife. It's like almost like a wetlands riparian area. Lots of fish. I think the biggest one I caught was about 12 inches, but nothing big, but lots of fun. The kids would have a blast out here. Nice facilities, bathrooms, picnic tables, and great temperature, especially during the summer months, I can imagine. But still a little bit chilly in May, but not too bad. So until next time, have a great time fishing.